Hey team, new setup, who this? You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute, but welcome back. Did a couple upgrades. Just finished going through and editing all of my first playthrough of Dragon Age, and I had so much fun putting all that together and making videos and uploading them and interacting with you guys. And so I really just wanted to kind of get back into all of it. It's, like I said, been a while since I sat down in front of my camera, in front of my computer to play. I just feel like there were, a couple options and like kind of routes from my rook that I didn't take the last time. I don't know if I'll do like a ton more playthroughs of the Veilguard, like recorded. I might log more hours in my personal time, but I do really want to see more of the romances. I do want to just kind of experience like a couple more things that I didn't get to in my first playthrough, so I just wanted to kind of record it again and get my reaction to some of like the bigger decisions. I know one that I'm absolutely not looking forward to is picking Treviso instead of Minrathous this time around. I really think it's gonna break my heart. I also don't know how I'm gonna handle watching Lucanus and Nev have a relationship. I think my brain might break a little, but it's cool. I'm already freaking out. Figuring out that they end up an item if you don't enter a romance with either of them really made me feel things, but it's cool. I'm happy for them, I guess. I do think though that I will try to pursue romance. My thought is to go with Emmerich, but I love Davrin and he's so hot. So I don't know if I'll be able to resist Davrin, but we'll see. Lots to experience in this next playthrough. But yeah, I don't think I have a ton more introduction to do. Just to say, welcome back and thanks for being here, and let's jump into it. Okay, so here's my new rook. I already love her. I am gonna go with the Mourn Watch, I think this time. One, to help encourage me to pick Emmerich and to go that route, because I think that I want to see how a romance goes when you're in the same faction as your romance partner. So I've also just really heard that Mourn Watch has like a lot of great like extra dialogue, just like in worlds and like I guess like special dialogue. I think between like Mourn Watch and the Wardens, that seems to be like the two that have the most, I guess, kind of like fleshed out stories. Also, the Mourn Watch, the backstory, I cannot. This is so, the fact that Rook was a little orphan that got picked up by like skeletons, please. I cannot. Also, like, badass background. Okay, stopped a whole civil war, period. So I'm gonna go with Mourn Watch. Listen, I'm gonna start with underdog to give myself a challenge, but I really might dip out of this toot sweet because I'm just not that great at my micros, but we'll see. Anyway,
I'm glad you're here.
Maybe I'll go with the lower pitch. I'm just still so obsessed with Brioni. Let me say that. I hope I'm saying that right. Brioni Corrigan's voice. I don't.
I'm glad you're here.
I can't. I have to.
I'm glad you're here.
I just love her voice. Stop it. So, here's my Inquisitor, Llewellyn, again. Don't kill me. I have a Trevelyan that I played and that I made in Inquisition to Romance, Cullen and Blackwall. But I don't want to jump to her just yet because I was just so disappointed with how my Lavellan came out in my last playthrough. And I did download, obviously, some mods, a couple of quality of life ones, nothing super major, mostly like appearance related, because I just felt like I did not do her justice, and I wanted her super white hair. I wanted her to be in her like sentinel armor, because I like had her in that armor like through the last part of the game and all through Trespasser. And I like, massive shout out to all the babes who threw these mods out so fast. I will leave you know, like the names of what mods I am using probably in my description, just so y'all can see if you're interested. Again, like I said, nothing crazy, but just a couple things to kind of help bring my Lavellan to life, because I just cannot express how disappointed I was. Also, at the end of my first playthrough, if you saw it, I had like that horrible glitch with her hair, and it broke my heart, like, especially as a little editing girly. Like, I need that clip. And I know I can go back and replay it, but like I said, I just like wasn't thrilled with like how she came out the first time. So I just want to take another shot at it. I'm also so salty that we cannot go back and edit our Inquisitor through the game, because you don't meet them until like, I don't know, like 25 hours? Nah, not that much, but you don't meet them until like a good chunk of the way through the game. So all that to say, we're giving my Lavellan another go. I'm also not really ready to do, and like, spoiler alert, but like, I'm not really ready to do a different ending for Solas yet, other than the redemption routes. So I just feel like it adds so much more to the story, and you know what, I just want to see them kiss again. Okay. Don't hate me. Same Inquisitor. I will move on to my Trevelyan in my next playthrough. So yeah, here's my second Rook. I love her already. I did choose to make an elf this time. I am just that like elf mage girl. I adore it. But I did play mage last time, so I'm gonna go with rogue this time. I just like really enjoyed the spellblade, I think. Specialization for mage in my last playthrough, and so I kind of want to see how rogue goes. I don't know if I'll be great at it, but it's okay. I'm gonna give it a shot. I've also heard that it's like the line between like rogue and mage is like basically non-existent in Veilguard, so I think that might help me a little bit. I'm excited to see, you know, all the kind of new things. But yeah, nothing left to do but to get into it.
So, where were we? Oh, right. Him.
Varric,
Our
please.
best plan
I'm already
is to
sad.
stop the Dreadwolf before he can perform his ritual. After following his trail across half the known world, we finally tracked him to Manrathus.
God, the art style is so
cool.
Imperium. The art style is seriously so cool.
But to find the Dreadwolf in a city
like,
this big,
the artwork
we
style.
need a local expert.
I just got the
So
concept art book.
Our story begins
it's back there on my shelf with my big Solas.
With the seediest bar
and
in
oh
town.
my god, it's so
and
nice.
The missing contact.
It's so cool.
Let's try this again. Where's Navgalis? You think you can come into my bar and make demands?
Oh, okay. Eyelash is so big. Clipping.
It's not a demand, it's an offer. Telling me what I need to know, it's
It's the smart play here.
How'd you figure, sweet talker?
Nev Gallus is my only shot at finding the Dreadwolf. I need to know where she is. We were supposed to meet here, in your bar. But you let Venatori cultists drag her away.
I didn't let them. They paid me.
So answer my questions and walk away with the coin. Or spend
I still
it
can't get over the
cleaning
hair
up the place
physics.
when I'm through.
Their hair physics are so good.
Your choice.
Look at that
You're
thick
a
head of
doll.
hair.
Dumad Plaza. That's where you'll find Nev Gallus.
Thank you.
You want to get yourself killed fighting the Venatori? It's your ass.
That offer's good for all of you too. No?
If they won't listen to you, they can always listen to Bianca.
Berwick. Berwick, I miss you already.
Your friend Nev Gallus is at Dumont Plaza.
I heard. That's why you're my second in command. Although for the record, you might be too charming for your own good.
What did I have to worry about? You were there watching my back.
Yeah.
Come on. Harding will be worried.
All right. Break's over.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If
She
she says she's got a
is.
lead on Solas, I believe her.
Becoming better friends with Nev
The Archon's palace.
is gonna be great.
Something must have gotten them riled up.
Should we be in more of a hurry to get out of here?
We don't want to look conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual. Find Nev Gallus and stop Solas.
Never understood playing. Nico.
Andraste bless you.
You still think you can talk him down before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk him down.
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Get down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
We've got to help her.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially if we...
Freaking Solas. Oh my god.
Oh, crap.
It never like
too
clicked
late.
to me that
The
that
ritual
big thing in the
started.
sky was the
But if we
Archon's
hurry,
palace.
we can still stop
Like,
Solas
not
before it
that
finishes.
at all.
Let's go.
Ooh, yeah, let's go.
Harding's this way. She'll get us to Dumont Plaza.
Ooh.
Then Nev will get us to Solas.
Watch out!
A little late. Bruh, these people.
Solas summoning demons on purpose!
My guess is the veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
Brother, look at this dude back here. R.I.P. this guy.
And when the veil comes down completely,
Then the whole world is going to look a lot like this.
People just getting demolished by those demons is rough.
Come on, this way. It should get us to Harding.
Where's my darling? Oh, Harding.
You're safe now.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Get inside and bar the door as quick as you
Big
can,
cry.
okay?
Thank you, miss.
Harding,
Look at her.
you all right?
I've been doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the Veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
And what about you two? Are you okay?
We're good, but we need to move.
Agreed. Solas isn't waiting, neither can we.
Have you got my gear?
Right over there.
Okay, Bo.
Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
The Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Not a problem. I saw Dumont Plaza while I was scouting the area, and it was crawling with Venatori. Follow me.
Eyes up. We've got company.
Okay. Guys, wish me luck. Ooh. Okay, that wasn't terrible. Just can't.
I think that's the last of them.
I think
Good.
so
Let's
too.
get to Dumont Plaza and find Nev. You two all right? Patch yourselves up if you need it.
I don't get it. If Solas tears down the Veil, doesn't that destroy everything?
Solas always talked about how beautiful the ancient world was.
That world existed before the Veil, and he wants to bring it back.
Even if his ritual kills us all in the process.
You know, typical Solas, thinking he knows better than everybody.
They're the ones who made trouble at the bar.
Never noticed that.
Venatori cultists!
You stink, you stink. Listen, I know I'm not a little fortunate, but I'll always be one in my heart. Oh.
Looks like the Venatori put up a barrier to block the way.
Bye-bye.
More intruders!
Avenge our fallen brethren!
Friendly bunch of cultists, aren't they?
We've had run-ins with them in the Mourn Watcher. They're always hunting for dangerous magic.
Yep, that's them.
See, that's the stuff I'm excited to see. I'm excited to like hear all that little stuff. I know it's so small and doesn't matter, but that's the kind of shit that I live for.
Guess we're sliding down.
Yes, sir. Come on, Varric, let's go. I love you.
They're allies of Nev Gallus! Kill them all!
Nev. Yeah, I'm definitely very excited to like actually be friends with Nev this time. Even though she's gonna date my boyfriend.
Derek, Harding. Not the worst timing.
She's such a baddie.
Nev,
I
it's
get it,
so good
Lucanus,
to
I
see
get
you.
it, but damn.
We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in the city have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to settle the score this time. Then the sky started raining demons. So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solas. Nev, meet Rook. Harding and I found her a while back. Thought we could use an expert on trouble.
Rook, like the chess piece.
One of the strongest pieces on the board, but she tends to think in straight lines.
Being with Harding and Varric right now, knowing that they're the only two that I lost in my first playthrough, is killing me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie.
Nice to meet you. Based on the Venatori, you've got excellent taste in enemies.
I do my best.
You said you had a lead?
I haven't seen Solas in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in elven ruins.
Yep, that'd be him.
I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
My man, my
Then
man,
let's
my
go.
man.
Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
I'm still
Worse.
not
This
chill.
ritual's already
Never will
drawing
be
more
chill
power
about
than
him.
I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
Yes, ma'am.
We can slide down.
I'm getting too old for this.
There we go. I did not ever notice all those demons. Cool.
There. That's the building I tracked Solas to.
Alright. Off to a great start. Awesome. Ugh. I'm literally not even kidding. It still gives me a chill to go through those things. I hate that.
Ancient elves doing something to a dragon, I think.
Yeah. Trying to control it, maybe?
Solas said the other elven gods were evil.
I
If they
get
were
it
binding
now.
dragons, he was right about that much at least.
That's how. Oh, that's so cool. Again, the other shit I'm gonna geek out about is like knowing all the lore now and seeing all the like, you know, like hints and stuff here and there. That's sick. Okay, cool. So that's how they were binding themselves to the dragon or whatever, making themselves like immortal and shit. Fuck yeah.
More demons.
Very cool. Up here. And be up. I'm like going through this fast, but I kind of don't want to. My man Varric.
It sounds like that opened something below.
It
Then
did.
let's have a look. This the big glowing window you saw earlier, Rook?
It's called an alluvian. They're elven and very old.
It acts like a doorway from one place to another. Solas uses them to get around quickly.
He must have gone through it.
I'm sure Varric's having like flashbacks from Trespasser and all that when they were like Scooby-Doo doing all through between all the crossroads and alluvians trying to catch Solas and the Canary.
Well, we're not in Minrathous anymore.
I know these trees. This is Arlathan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power involved. I've never seen anything like it.
The tremors are getting worse.
And we've got demons.
Be awake. I don't want to lose them already.
Quite a few of them, aren't there?
Nothing compared to how many we'll get if Solas finishes his ritual.
That's a fact. God, I have to learn how to defend. Jesus.
We have to stop this demon quickly.
Everyone
It's not too
all right?
bad.
Good enough. Let's get to Solas.
Again, I just like cannot defend. But it's okay. Okay, her physics, let's go. Yes, ma'am. You guys, I'm gonna cry. I honestly might really cry this time, just knowing what happens. Fuck.
All right, I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solas isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solas needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify changing his mind.
Come on, Varric. We didn't come all this way just to talk to him.
He was my friend, Rook. I've gotta try to reach him. And if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
More demons!
Rook, take care of the team for me.
Got it, Varric. I will.
Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
That look. That like moment of him being like, my friend.
Alright, let's buy him some time.
Cannot. I can't. It makes me so sad. It makes me so sad knowing.
I hope Varric is getting through to Solas.
You know, and I know, obviously you
Can't
can,
hold these demons off forever.
it could not be an accident. I like, obviously believe that it was an accident. He didn't need to, you know, hurt him and kill him. But it's so sad. It's all just so sad. So tragic.
The veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
People are always dying. It is what they do.
The foreshadowing's crazy.
Shit. We need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solas.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
Come on, Nev.
Let's go, Nev. Harding, keep the demons busy.
Good luck.
Yeah, baby girl, you go. Yeah, I know there's been obviously so many. Look, just minimize the damage. I know, obviously there's a lot of like discussion about obviously Varric dying here and like the big reveal at the end and all this stuff. And I kind of always figured that he was gonna die here, or he just wasn't gonna make it to the end of this game.
This is it.
But
we need to bring down the scaffolding.
I will. Just give me 2 seconds to say my thought. I just still feel like it was, I don't know. I don't hate that he dies here. I just don't think that all of the rest of what's to come after this was like totally necessary or like the right way to go about this part. Then I'll talk more about it later, but you know, I definitely, this is an aspect of the game that I have my qualms with for sure. It's sad regardless of anything.
Why?
This is still so
Why
upsetting.
tear down the veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost?
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but it isn't falling. We need to push it. Right. Together, now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
Push!
So cranky. I feel like that look is very much like a look of shock.
Varric!
And obviously instant regret. But fuck.
Varric! Varric! Oh no, no, no! Nev!
I just... It's the way that he just like, Solas just like looks down and like is defeated. Like to see Skelenade, sees Elgranon instantly defeated and then just gets sucked immediately into that prison of regret. Oh fuck, it's just so sad. It's all so fucking sad. Oh, Varric. Oh.
You have no idea what you have done.
Hee hee.
Solas. I know what I did.
He's so
I stopped
fine.
you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world. When you disrupted my ritual, the magical energies pulled me here, into the Fade.
Okay, so that's why you're here. But why am I here?
Your physical
Blood
body is
magic.
unconscious.
I mean...
But you shed a few drops of blood at the ritual site. Enough for a tenuous connection.
Blood magic.
Firstly, I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
So all I have to do to get away from you is wake up.
And how much experience do you have willing yourself from sleep to wakefulness?
Can't be that hard.
While you practice, perhaps you would like to hear about the consequences of your actions.
He's so sassy.
The Evanurus.
He's
Or
so
as you would call
sassy.
them, the Elven Gods. The creatures that escaped. In ancient times, they ruled the elves, but that was not enough. They sought not just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped. When I rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight, corrupting all they saw until I trapped them. Thanks to you, though, I am now trapped, and the blighted elven gods walk free.
Right, you were innocently doing nothing when we came along.
The prison in which I had trapped them had begun to crumble. I was moving them to another.
So you weren't tearing down the veil and drowning the world in demons and wild magic?
I had a plan.
Varric always said you'd have a big explanation for why none of this was your fault.
Varric?
Yeah, he said that's your style. Never quite lies, clever half-truths that let you convince yourself you're doing the right thing. He tried to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is...
dead. Oh,
quite practiced at shading the truth himself.
So those things that got out, you said they were gods?
It's so good. Okay, honestly, playing a second time through...
said they were gods. Blighted, tyrannical, sadistic
Playing a second time
gods.
through, like, knowing all this stuff
It
is
took all
really
my
cool.
power to imprison them millennia ago, but I am certain you will be fine.
Just, like, playing through a second time and, like, seeing all, like, the small... I know I was, like, a little critical of the face animations at the end of my first playthrough, but, like, knowing what I know now and, like, seeing all these things, fuck, like, just that, like, moment of him, like, being like, Varric is... and then, like, look around and, like, make that decision to like, craft this lie and, like, you know, go down this path, and then, like, that look of, like, resolution afterwards. Fuck, it's so good. I'm geeking out. I'm totally geeking out. Purple tab.
That's really
Every
helpful.
time.
What are you, the elven god of sarcasm?
Lies, treachery, and rebellion, depending upon the story. And how could I help? I do not have my ritual dagger. I cannot access my network of mirrors to travel from the lighthouse to anywhere in the world. All I can offer is what I know.
Helpful advice from the elven god of, and I am quoting you here, lies, treachery, and rebellion.
Depending on the story.
Elganan and Gillenane are your problem to solve. This is your responsibility now.
Why? Why tear down the veil?
Oh, look at a little Mourn Watcher.
You have no idea what you have done. This is your responsibility now.
Well, look who's still with us.
Yeah, Solas.
Varric, you're okay. But I saw Solas stab you. You fell.
Trust me, kid. I've had worse. It'd take more than a flesh wound to stop me. Don't think I'll be making it out to the field anytime soon, though.
This is also going to be hilarious knowing that this is Solas talking now. More than anything. Or like Solas pulling the strings.
What happened?
Remember how you said that Chuckles wasn't going to listen, Rook? Oh, turns out you were right.
That's a weird pathway.
The plan did go a little
for
wrong.
them to put in there.
Harding got everyone out. By the skin of her teeth, mostly. Before you start worrying, Nev will be fine. She's apparently a lot tougher than both of us put together. Or, at least, she's a lot tougher than me.
You've got to get better. We need you leading the charge.
You stopped Solas from flooding the world with demons, Rook. Not me. Besides, I can't do much leading from bed.
But something else escaped, Varric. Something...
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work. I remember your disagreement with senior watchers about how to handle that undead rebellion. There's a reason I dragged you into this whole Solas mess. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
Rook, look who's awake. I've been searching the place for Lyrian potions. Didn't mean to intrude.
Not at all. I was just about to have a look around.
Oh, be careful if you go outside, Rook. It is a long way down. The Alluvian led us into something, and it's in the Fade. Because that's what we needed. The dream world.
Then I really need to look around.
Can't hurt. In theory. And we need to talk about our next move. Maybe find Harding? She went outside somewhere. There's a table in the central area here. I'll meet you both there.
Go ahead, Rook. Me, I need to sleep.
I bet you do, Solas.
See you later,
I bet
kid.
you do. Yeah. So, I'll say my piece about Varric and the whole him dying now. I'm still not super mad that he dies. Obviously, there are a lot more, better, unique things to do with the character than kill them off, right? But I do understand it from like the storytelling perspective. I also feel like for Varric and like the story of his character and like who he is, I also didn't hate that like that's how he kind of like went out. Varric is a character who is constantly putting other people's happiness before his own, like happiness and well-being, and like we see that through all of the other games. My biggest gripe is the blood magic thing. I just think that there were so many more interesting things that they could have done with his character like being dead. And I think that I said it a lot in my first playthrough, kind of as a joke, kind of not. I would have loved to see them explore that lyrium spirit, like, kind of storyline that they kind of introduced in that really specific scenario in Dragon Age Inquisition. Because I just feel like, we learned so much about the dwarves, we learned so much about like the dwarves as they relate to the elves, and we learned so much about the titans, and he gets stabbed with a lyrium dagger. Like, I just think that, I also kind of just question that kind of instantly killed him and didn't, yes, obviously a dagger like to the chest will do that to you, but I just feel like in terms of like the magic and the lore, Harding literally like touches the dagger with like some big feelings and like gets all these powers. So I just think that there were a lot more interesting things that could have happened instead of it just being Solas the whole time using blood magic. I just don't think that like I needed any more convincing of like Solas's desperation to tear down the veil and like all of his motivations. Like, I knew that already. I don't think it added much more to the story and much more to his like character development, right? Like, I still feel like he was still the same Solas. I think he's still the same Solas with or without him using the blood magic to make Rook see Varric. And I think that there are a lot of other like manipulation tactics for him to kind of mold Rook into this like being or this thing, right, that can take his place in this prison of regret. It wasn't that interesting to me. I didn't think that him just being a blood magic apparition or hallucination was that cool. I would have loved to see Varric have been like a lyrium spirit that everybody is seeing, that everybody is interacting with. I think just would have added more to the story and to the companions too, because I know that there's like a lot of dialogue and like discussion about how the companions never acknowledge it outright. And yes, grief is a very weird thing and a hard thing to deal with, but it's just like it's just not that believable that there is never a chance for them to bring it up to Rook, like, and to have like a genuine like talk and discussion about it and to like check in, right? Like really check in. Not just kind of like what I think is like the kind of passive things that they do. I just think that would have made everything just like a little bit more believable. It just being Solas causing Rook to kind of like hallucinate, I don't think that was the best choice for how to continue, Varric through the rest of the game, and like how to still have that kind of big reveal at the end. It just still was not my favorite thing, but you know. I am interested to see, and I'm gonna keep laughing to myself knowing that it is Solas who is, like, you know, creating these hallucinations and, like, seeing all the things that he says. I'm interested to see what kind of dialogue I pick up on this time around. Okay. On to switch it to the glasses, because my eyeballs were hurting a little bit. I did also get, one of the mods that I downloaded was like getting all the appearances mod, so I was able to switch up her outfit. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to not use the crow like casual set, because it's so nice. I love it. I love that outfit. She looks so cute. Okay, anyway. Oh, God, so much to do. Fuck.
Whoa.
I forgot how, like, desolate it is when you first get to the lighthouse.
Rook, you're awake. And we're...
in the Fade.
This is where people come when they dream, but dwarves don't dream. And somehow I'm here.
Yeah, it's unreal. Nev thought we should talk about what to do next.
We should. But maybe look around a little. We might be here a while.
Gonna do my lighthouse chores before we get Balara. Solas' little plane. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? With a little candle? Are you serious? How did he even eat? Oh my God.
Wisps. Figures are in the Fade, but I swear they're following me.
Oh, she looks
You alright?
so
Strange
beat
place
up.
you've fallen into, but I'll work with it. You know me.
Do I?
I know Varric wanted you for the job. You know the same about me.
I made a call that got you injured right after we met.
I'll be fine. You trusted me for the job, and I delivered. That's what counts. If we're stuck in this, let's hope you can trust me again.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't, I'm sorry you got hurt. It was my call, and what if...
It happens again? Or to someone else? I don't know. That's the raw deal we get.
Right. You take a lot of notes. What about?
Lately, what we know, or knew, before Solas changed the game.
And it's...
Not much. I'm sure Lace would hate to hear that, but one step at a time.
We'll figure this out. I'm sure of it.
Really? Do you know something I don't?
No, we just... well, we have to, right?
Yeah, that's the job.
Oh, no. My bestie. Finally, we can be friends. Because I'm not going to sacrifice your city. Ooh.
It wasn't supposed to go this way. What do we do now? What do we do?
Do you think she's talking to Barry?
Harding?
Oh, hey, Rook. How's it going?
Did you ever find places like this chasing Solas with Varric?
Not exactly. But with Solas, it was always about the Fade. or the Veil, or some other in-between place. Varric always hated it, though. At least this place feels different. Maybe safer?
Harding, are you doing all right?
I don't know. Are you? Is anyone? Anyway, doesn't matter how I'm doing. What are we gonna do about this mess? We were going to go back through the Alluvion, right? Let's start with that. As soon as we can.
You know you can take some time to just...
Now you sound like Varric. Varric and I started this. And I can't stop. Not now. Don't ask me to. So, come get me when you're ready to go. Alright?
I feel like it's a good example of like a grief is weird, you know, conversation. She's obviously like starting it and you know, starts that scene very sad, and I mean I think like talking to Varric, right? Asking him what do we do? But isn't willing to like actually kind of get into the shit with somebody and process and talk. Oh, so sad. Fuck, so sad.
So, we stopped the ritual.
And Varric paid the price.
Hey, Varric made his choice to go talk with Solas. He knew the risks, we all did.
And now Solas is gone. And we're here. Wherever here is. Besides in the Fade.
Solas called it the Lighthouse.
He did? When?
Sorry, it was while I was unconscious. Solas appeared in my dream.
Really? I'm glad you're all right.
From what I saw, he's trapped in the Fade now. Not here, but some kind of prison.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's a reasonable reaction.
Solas can speak with people in their dreams. Even kill them.
He said our connection wasn't strong enough for him to do that. He could only reach me because I bled at the ritual site when I got banged up.
So Solas is using blood magic? Like any normal mage would to play with your mind?
But he's not a normal mage, like I told you. He's an elven god.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
The gods of my people were incredibly powerful. I don't mean they were powerful like a skilled mage. I mean they destroyed entire cities. They shattered mountains. So no, they might not literally be gods, but they're a lot worse than whatever you're thinking.
All right, well, we've stopped the ritual and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now. You're certain Solas can't use blood magic to affect your mind?
I'm not certain of anything, but we're not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solas had two of the other elven gods imprisoned. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elganan and Gillinane, two of the ancient elven gods that Solas rebelled against. When I talked with Solas, he was scared of them. He said they were horrific tyrants.
Tyrants so powerful, elven history remembers them as gods.
Solas says Elganan and Gillinane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of one god running around, we have two. And they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that. We're down a man without Varric. We can't just rush in.
I know you're hurt, Nev. But the rest of us need to do something.
I'll be ready to fight when it's time, but we need to investigate, then figure out what we're dealing with.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
If Elganan and Gillinane are worse than Solas, we don't have time to waste. We need to act now.
We don't know what they can do or what they want. We don't even know if Solas is telling the truth.
I'm not saying we go in blind, but this time, if we see a shot, we take it.
All right. The last place we saw them was the ritual site.
The Alluvion took us here from the ritual site, instead of back to Minrathous.
Then let's hope it takes us back.
Nev, are you okay to go?
It's a headache. I've worked with worse.
All right then.
Looks like more than a headache.
Let's get back to
but
the
okay.
ritual site.
The Alluvian has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
Oh, look at his paints. Are you serious? I'm gonna cry. His cheese. All his cheese.
For all we know, there's a dozen demons waiting on the other side of that Alluvian.
If it even takes us back to Arlathan.
Nev, you sure you're up for this?
Don't worry about me. Shall we?
Let's do this.
A little bright. A little bright. Damn.
It's quiet. Well, isn't that a surprise?
There's the ritual site. But if the gods really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Right, let's take a look around and see if we can find it.
My boy Strife. Strife is so cool. He's freaking goated, but he took a fucking blade to the gut in the end of my last playthrough and was like chilling right after.
Shut it down!
I'm trying! It's not working! I can't contain it!
Strife? Irlin? It's me, Lace Harding.
Harding? What are you doing back in Arlathan?
It's complicated.
I can see that.
Rook, Nev, this is Strife and Irlin. Varric and I met them when we first started hunting down Solas. They're veil jumpers, experts in ancient elven magic.
Hardly experts. I should have been able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
It's not your fault.
He's all busted
Since the
up.
sky ripped open, the magic's been surging. A bunch of artifacts that had been dormant for centuries started coming alive. This is because of Finn Harel's, sorry, Solas's ritual, isn't it? You all were supposed to stop him.
We found Solas and stopped his ritual, but things took a turn.
The magic went wild. Solas was dragged into the Fade, into some kind of prison.
But when he went in, something, or someone else got out.
Elganon and Gillenane, supposedly.
Thalanost.
The return of our gods, the Evanuris.
If those two are back out in the world, it explains a lot.
Like what?
Artifacts that have been dormant for centuries are awakening. Something that would need a source of tremendous magical energy, like two of our old gods.
So Elganon and Gillenane are loose, which means what?
You thought Solas was bad. He's a bit of a bastard, true. But next to them,
He is.
let's just say
stinky.
they weren't known for
What
their
a
kindness.
stinker.
There's a reason Solas led a rebellion against the Evanuris.
Yeah, I still don't really understand
Imprisoned them.
how they all know that.
Escaped.
Tarith is in bad shape.
Oh, and maybe this is
We need to
something
get him
from
back to
like
the camp.
a book
We've
or
still got dozens of veil jumpers
comic or
unaccounted
something,
for.
but
How can I help?
We need to find Belara Lute. She's the best there is at
I just don't
working with our
understand
ancient
how
artifacts.
these
And
elves
also at blowing them up.
now
She
know
was off looking for another
all the stuff about
before this
Solas
ritual shook
and all the
everything loose.
like lore.
If anyone can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts it's setting
Unless
off,
maybe they're
it'll be
supposed to be like part
Right.
of the clans
You get your friend
that.
back to your camp and we'll find Valara.
I don't know. Now that I say that, maybe are they supposed to be like part of the like sector of elves and trespasser who like started to like leave society and like right more or less it's like implied that they are like in the know about Fen'Harel. I don't know. I just still don't really understand. They don't do a good job of explaining that in this game, why they all know about Solas and everything that's going on.
Nev, I need you to stay with Strife and Eolin, alright?
I'm fine.
You're the best detective in Minrathous. You can help the Veil Jumpers here. If trouble shows up, they could use your skills.
Fair enough.
We'll meet you back at the Veil Jumper Camp. It's just south of here.
Valara's out near some elven ruins to the west. At least she was 3 days ago. I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rook. And thank you.
Is it me, or is there something strange about this fog?
It all feels a little off. Like everything shifted a little bit.
Okay. Valara.
Is that suit of armor moving?
Yes. Let me practice mine. Oh, couldn't do that. Man, I'm bad at this.
Nice hit, Rook.
I'm so bad at defending. Not the skelly. Valara, my baby girl. Ugh, I just adore her.
Oh, people. Where'd you come from?
Valara? Valara Luther. Strife
That
and
armor's
Eolin
like way
sent
too
us to
big
find
for
you.
her.
Who are you exactly?
Call me Rook.
Lace Harding.
Protocol is to wait a full week before they send anyone out to look for me. I've only been gone 3 days.
Well, the situation's changed. For the worse, unfortunately. Our gods, Elganon and Gillinane, they've escaped from Fen'Harel's prison. And by all accounts, they want to destroy the world.
Oh, yes, that is very much for the worse. Okay, wait. I need a second.
It's a lot to take in.
It does sort of explain a few things, though.
Like what?
The surge of raw magic in the area. These artifacts started waking up a while ago, but in fits and starts. One here, a couple there. Then, a couple of days ago, the sky split open. And now, raw magic. Thick as fog. Only a god, or gods, could have done that. There's something kind of exciting about it. And dangerous. Really dangerous. Dangerous enough that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but...
But what?
See that shimmer? That's a veil bubble. It's separating us from the rest of the real world, so to speak. You can only pass through it one way. Once you're in, you can't get out.
Strife and Eolin said you're their best Veil Jumper. Hope that means you've got an idea.
Maybe. A bubble like that? There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful. If we can find it and remove it, safely, I mean, the bubble itself should collapse.
And then we're back in reality?
I really, really hope so.
Well then, let's get going.
Okay. I think on that note, I'll leave it here for now. I know that there's a lot more right after this, but I think that that's an easy spiral to get through all the upcoming missions, so I think that I'll leave it here for now, for today. I'm so excited to keep going with this playthrough and to, you know, I'm already having a good time just like seeing all the differences and like kind of picking up on little things here and there that like you didn't really see the first time around, or you know, that just come off differently because of like new information that we have. So hope you guys, you know, enjoyed and stick around for this next playthrough, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye team.